I admire Phil Mitchell. Yeah, I do. I admire him. To do what he's done, to achieve what he's achieved. He owns the Vic, the Arches, the club, houses, cars. He owns people. People. That's impressive. Well done, Philip. But there's a price to pay. And there. And it's always the family that suffers. You know what I mean? Take young Ben, is it? For example? Yeah, young Benny boy. Oh, what a little cauldron of self-loathing he is. He's shaping up nicely, isn't he? Ticking little time bomb. Because it's quite easy to hate your old man once you get a taste for it. He doesn't like the gays. Yeah, he don't like them. But to him, they're just the same as the students. You know what I mean? He's equally biased. He's the kind of bloke who'll tell you he's going to knock you out before he does, so you know where you are with him. There's no duplicity, there's no skullduggery with him, you know? He lacks tact. Agreed. He's a bit rough around the edges. Not much finesse there. But that's what people like, isn't it? About the East End, they like that. Could do with a lick of paint, yeah. But he's got character. He's characterful. Now, you don't want the world filled up with no marks, bland non-entities like my old man. No. No, the Phil Mitchells of this world should be encouraged. You want them to bring the fight. Bring their singular views to the world. Yeah, it gives you hope, gives you fresh hope, gives you something to aspire to. Because to be honest, it's very difficult building up a name for yourself around here. Oh, it's hard. It's hard graft. It takes years. And I've been thinking about this. The way I see it is you've got two prongs of attack. The first way is you spend years going about your run-ins, building up a canon of work, a portfolio, if you will, or you can go for the big splash, the big marquee move. Take down someone like Phil Mitchell. Well, what happens then? What happens then? Everything that he's built up, everything that they've amassed, accrued over the years, the renown, the respect, you get that. It becomes yours, isn't it? In one go, like a beautiful, twisted inheritance. My, that is an interesting thought. Like, it's just a thought. Yeah, it's just a thought. I wouldn't do that to him. I respect him too much. There, I said it. I wouldn't tell him that, though. No. I don't imagine he'd be too good with compliments. Probably think I was making a pass at him. He's got nothing to fear from me. I swear that. On my dad's life.
You see, I met my fair share of killers when I was in the force. All sorts. There's the ones you'd think were normal. You know, it's down the supermarket, down the boozer, regular types. Just lost it when they got on the scotch. And then you got the ones who plan everything out to the fine detail. The geeks of death. And then you got the nutters who do it for the sport. You know, to get their pulses going. But the one thing they've all got in common, killers, they did it to bring it into something. You know, marriage, a job, a life. And as I watched them in the interviews, as they lied, as they begged, as they wept, or just sat there, I realised you kill someone, that ain't an end. That's the start of the rest of your life. Suddenly, bang, bang, you're in prison. Unless you've been there before, there ain't nothing can prepare you for that. The boredom, the fear, the claustrophobia of it. And if you don't get caught by it, it changes you. It stays with you. You see, it stayed with Phil. Worse, it made him. Nurtured him. So now he's 10% man, 90% myth. And he's got murder to thank for that. I mean, come on, think about it. There must have been a time when he wasn't Phil Mitchell. You know, Mummy's little soldier. You know, a rosy little nipper with a grubby face, golden locks. I mean, imagine him having to put his elbows on that family table. Makes you feel sorry for him. Almost. So he had to make a name for himself in that family. He had to create some space. And that's what he did. By being nastier, meaner, and dirtier than all the other ones. And you know what? Eventually, someone's going to get sick of all this unpleasantness. Yeah? Someone's going to say, you know what? It's time you paid. It's time to start the rest of your life. Someone's got to do it. Why shouldn't it be me? I know I've got it in me. You see, maybe what Phil did could be the start of me too. You know what I mean?
I grew up surrounded by Phil Mitchell. Ignorant, small-minded, shouting abuse at you in the streets and then trying to touch you up on the bus. There was this kid in our estate, a skin, big boots, West Ham scarf, the usual. He asked Kim to the end-of-term disco. We told her it was a joke, but she reckoned he was all right. She got all dolled up for him. Waited in for him 2 hours. The next day at school, him and all his pathetic mates ripped her to shreds. Till she pulled his tie so hard his face turned blue. Well, that's the only language blokes like that understand. The Mitchells. Know what a proper family is? The one me and Kevin built. Yeah, that's right, built. Nothing to do with blood or old Ma Mitchell pulling the strings. You choose a person, and they choose you, and then you take that and you make it bigger and stronger. Till it's like, I don't know, a nest. A safe place that no one can attack. Yeah, I know what people think about women like me. If you've been with men who are bad, twisted, then you must be weak, not me. I'm not scared. Kevin showed me that loving someone don't mean you're not strong. With him, I had strength and love. With him, I had it all. And when he went, it all went. Our happy, safe life. All gone. But if I can do one thing, it'd be to see Phil Mitchell get what's coming to him. Whoever pulls the trigger.
Excuse me? He's not going to hear this, is he? You're not going to make me say these words in a court of law or something? I've known bullies all my life. I'm related to the worst one. But you know, not even my mum could be as bad as Phil Mitchell. She hated me because I was fat. Said I was useless. But I can lose weight. I can be less silly. But poor Ben, he can't be less gay, can he? Never stopped me from loving George Michael. When my little George, when he gets older, I'm going to teach him that love is unconditional. Not all love. Not the kind that goes spending your grocery money down the bookies or sending sexy texts to the woman on the burger van. I mean, no one deserves that, do they? Stuff that Shirl has to put up with from Phil. Affairs, abuse. I don't think he's ever hit her, but there's more than one way to bully someone. Before him, me and Shirl, we did everything together. Now it's like she's been brainwashed. If Phil says, jump, and she says, where's the nearest tower block? I wish he'd vanish. Like something from Harry Potter. And it's gone. But that ain't never gonna happen, is it? I know what it's like to feel hated. So, I try not to hate anyone. Normally, I think that you have to be like proper evil. You know, like a murderer or someone who shoots rabbits to deserve that. I reckon I hate him. For once. Why can't a bully just get what they deserve? For once, why can't a bully just get what they deserve?
If I ever have kids, I know it seems unlikely, but if I do, I've got it all worked out in my head. I'm not going to put, any pressure on them, but at the same time, you still need to, do stuff together, because, that's what sticks as you get older. Like football, that is your thing. On the terraces, shouting blue murder together. I don't like football, but they might. And if they don't, well, happy days. Happy days. So I take them down to the cinema or the museums. I went to the Science Museum once with my school. He taught us how to make the best ever paper airplane. It was designed by NASA or something like that. Flew for Mars. I even took it home and showed Dad. He was well chuffed for that. Well chuffed. He liked that. Just that one thing. I like stuff just because they like it. like football or, I don't know, say they're amazing at ping pong. You know, I'll play with them all day, no matter what. I'd never force them into anything though. I'd never think they're weak because they can't throw a punch. I'll never laugh at them with my mates. Embarrassed. My kid will never stay awake at night in bits, thinking their old man don't love them. My kid won't hate the way they look. They won't hate the thoughts in their head. You know, and get so angry because they want to change, but they can't. Or think hour after hour, thinking of ways to make me suffer, to cause me as much pain as I've caused them. No. My kids won't ever think that I have to die to make them live.